There have been multiple explosions in the Ukrainian capital and reports of further strikes across the country. We were speaking to our correspondent in Kiev, Hugo Bashega.
In the south of the country, very close to the front lines, was hit. More than a dozen. So.
Чтобы быстрее это все закончилось.
My name is Viktoria. I'm from Russia and I've been living in the Netherlands for 4.5 years.
Hi, my name is Juliia. I'm from Ukraine, originally from Donetsk, but after the first war started in Ukraine and moved to Kiev. In Amsterdam almost 3 years since the full invasion in Ukraine started.
I either work or I dance or I sleep.
I'm a professional dancer actually, so I'm dancing the whole time I can.
Мене звати Катя, я з України, з міста Києва, Київська область. Я проживаю в Амстердамі вже майже 3 роки, 2,5. Я працюю та тренуюсь. Майже весь час я тренуюсь і ввечері я ходжу на роботу.
Where were you and what was your reaction on hearing the first news of the war?
I saw some news coming from social media. Also my friends that are here, they were texting me like, do you believe that this is gonna happen? And I was denying it all back then, and I really could not believe that something like that could happen in the 21st century. I checked my phone and it's full of the announcements and I just froze. Unthinkable, unimaginable. It was just something out of the spectrum of the reality.
I actually was at home and I remember I was talking to my mom very late, like after midnight. So I slept actually before 2 hours as the war started. And I woke up with a first explosions, but I actually didn't realize those are explosions. So yeah, and then it started with air alarm.
Коли це напевно було о 5 годині ранку, я тоді спала, я повинна була їхати зранку на навчання. І ми почули вибух. Спочатку ми подумали, що це просто якийсь фейерверк на вулиці, але потім, після другого вибуху, вже стало зрозуміло, що щось не те. Також ми почули, як сусіди почали підніматися і бігати по квартирі. І далі вже по новинам десь через годину-дві показали, що наступ почався на лейк, на Україну.
How does normal life look like in your country on a day-to-day basis?
This continues there, of course, in Ukraine, but I can't say this is a normal life. Old people continue to work, kids are going to the school, everything like it was before, but all the time you never know where and when the bomb's gonna fall, actually. So it's all the time about air alarm systems working, and people need to stop everything. So I mean, the public transport, everything stops. Everyone should go to the shelters. They don't know for how long, or actually you don't know anything. So the same for the kids in the school. They're going to the shelters, or they're even studying in the shelters, or they're studying in the subway.
Я їздила в Україну під час війни, то в принципі життя йде як раніше, але ти повинен кожну хвилину бути наготові того, що тобі потрібно, якщо, не дай Бог, почнеться повітряна тривога, обстріли, бути готовими бігти в бункери, тому що в будь-який момент, навіть якщо ти під час повітряної тривоги десь на вулиці, ти в будь-який момент ти попасти саме в тебе, в твій будинок, і навіть коли ти спиш зранку, ввечері, це дуже погано.
If you're talking about like not rockets but drones, and they're mostly used right now against Ukraine because about drones you cannot inform people. Air alarm system are not working on those. So if this is an attack of the drones, then it's just you understand it's only when you hear the explosions actually.
You do see some signs on the street, like promotions for signing up to the army to go and fight, or some patriotic posters from like the president and such. So you see these things on the street, and also if you turn on the TV, it's all propaganda and brainwashing. So not escape it and just say like, I don't want to be exposed to that, because it's everywhere around you. The feelings that I had when I saw these things was like hatred, disgust, shame. For the ordinary people in Russia, they have gotten used to it, unfortunately.
Я би сказала, що коли я їжджу туди, то для мене це як кожен день, якщо якісь вибухи, то це як по-новому. Але люди, які там проживають вже на протязі 2 років і нікуди не виїжджали, це дуже погано сказати, що вони вже звикли до цього. І деякі з них навіть не відчувають цього, і вони просто морально вже не витримують, вони вже як дуже їм погано від цього, але ми не можемо нічого з цим зробити.
How the sequence of the events is completely rewritten in the narrative that is being told to the rest of the world. Is just not how they tell the story in Russia. You would not think of that they could come up with a story like that, because they have to say something for the people to believe in the leaders and to follow them. So they just create the most stupid stories and somehow broadcast it to all of the media sources. So it's just like a confusion that somehow people that have been exposed to this narrative for a long time, they seem to accept it or follow it, and yeah, it's very confusing why this was happening.
How is it to be in a mixed friends group here in Netherlands with half Ukrainian people, half Russian people?
For me, it was strange in the beginning when we just met, because I really liked them as people, but I was scared that they are not going to accept me. They also can speak my language, so immediately from the start we were speaking Russian, and then I think on our second or third meetup or something, I said that I'm from Russia, and I told them that I wasn't gonna hide that, because when I invest in this friendship, then you are honest with them from the start. I would say that I was very scared from the beginning, but I'm really glad that we had this friendship and that we support each other, and we care about each other no matter what happens, and also regardless of our backgrounds.
How are the interactions with friends and people you know who stayed at home in Ukraine?
Different. Depends on how people are. I don't want to say that word used. It kind of like acclimated is where they trying to survive in those conditions, and they do not see themselves outside of the country, but still they understand that it's not a normal life like under the bomb shelling. It's just their choice, and they really want to support Ukraine that much, and kind of. So with those people is much easier.
Мої батьки проживають в Україні, зараз вони там залишилися. Ми кожен день з ними спілкуємося, з мамою можемо там на відеосвязь виходити. Нещодавно в нашому районі попали в будинок, де проживає моя мама, бо вони з батьком живуть окремо. Попали в будинок, але не в наш, в сусідський. Це було страшно, тому що коли на наступний день я подивилась новини, я розуміла, що ще б трошки 5 метрів це могло б попасти в наш будинок, було б дуже погано. Ну, воно і в принципі погано, але так дуже кожен день ти переймаєшся за рідних, за батьків, за те, що з ними кожну хвилину може щось статись. Наприклад, якщо мені мама вранці там не напише, як справи, або цілий день не напише, то в мене вже відчуття, що щось дуже погане сталося. Особливо, коли ти бачиш, що тривоги і зараз йдуть повні обстріли, то стає дуже-дуже страшно до них і за кожен день ще переживати. Також дуже переймаюсь за мого батька, який підлягає під військові, так сказати, обмеження, які, на жаль, я навіть не можу його побачити, бо він не може виїхати до нас. І кожен день ти можеш розуміти, що його можуть забрати прямо на гарячу точку, і це дуже страшно розуміти це.
They realizing the fact that they're still in danger, and other people just cannot be used to those facts or something like that. While of course there are a lot of people that do not like me, people like me or other people that are right now outside of the country because they think like we're kind of super safe and nothing is going on, like we have the same life like we had before. Actually it's not true, but okay. People are really understanding the whole situation, or they just probably they also want to, other people that want to move out, but or they are not brave enough, or they are afraid as well, because as I told, it's not easy, not so easy as it seems to be to those people. So that's why with those people it's almost impossible to communicate, because they consider us as like traitors. Mm-hmm.
What has made the most impression on you from the current situation?
Мій зараз мій хрещений, він зараз його забрали на війну. Він працював в поліції, його забрали на війну. У нього було навчання, він ніколи до цього не тримав зброю в руках. Його навчили тільки за 1 місяць і відразу відправили на гарячу прям точку, де нічого нема. І вони вбивали людей. Він сказав, що він думав, що це буде дуже страшно бити людину, але зараз це для нього просто як уявити просто поле, яма, і ти сидиш в ній, їш ти просто якісь батончики, які тобі скидують дрони, і кожен день над тобою літають ворожі дрони, які можуть тебе побачити, спочатку скидувати на тебе взривні. Сказав, що це дуже страшно, і він просто він розуміє, це людина, яка готова вже померти. Всі люди, які пішли на фронт, вони майже всі осознають, що вони вже можуть в будь-який день померти, вони готові до цього, і їм це дуже-дуже страшно.
I'm talking about the whole Ukrainian nation because their country and the cities that they lived in, some of them are destroyed and they will never be restored ever again. So it's like these people have their lives there and they have so many memories of these places that are no longer present on this planet. So it's insane that they are still fighting no matter what, in every possible way. They stand for what they believe in and they protect themselves and their country for no matter what. I, on the contrary, I gave up a long time ago on my government and such, and I would never fight for it because I don't believe in it. So it's that contrast between these two ways of thinking.
Everything is about the people, and I don't know, I really remember all the situations when the residential buildings were hit by rockets, especially hospitals. Yeah, it's like a dam. Yeah, when it was ruined, and I don't know even how many people, and not only people, just everything that was alive, animals, people, whatever, how many people died because they ruined that. It's not about some military and objects or etc.
How do you see this unfold for yourself in the future?
Well, there is nowhere to go back to. That's a decision that I made recently, that I'm planning to stay here and to continue building a life here because there is not much at home. From the conditions that the people are living in, it's very not smart to go back anymore because the economy is crashing and things are getting worse there politically, economically. The prices of everything are rising, the salaries are not increasing, so it's just hard. And also on top of that you have the propaganda and brainwashing, so it's just a very toxic environment. We didn't ask for this, we didn't choose this.
It's not about the topic to going back anymore, otherwise I would stay probably there. It is changing, so people changing there, and still there are going to be a lot of people that will not accept you because you were outside all the time when the war was there. I'm not really feeling home when I'm going back. It's like you're traveling to the past, but you cannot be there in the present. A lot of people also left the country, and I see that there is almost no young people right now on the streets, almost no boys or men, because they're hiding, trying to avoid being kept and sent to the front lines as well. I feel the difference in the air actually, that people are very angry, they are very stressed, of course, even trying to show that they're so strong or etc. I will always be Ukrainian still, and I will always will travel to Ukraine till the moment it's gonna exist. I hope so, actually. But I do not see anymore me as a part of the country. I mean, like, to be there and to continue my life over there. I don't want to be the part of the political game, and I don't want to ruin my life for that.
Коли повернулася в Україну, я вже не відчувала себе як вдома. Я розумію, що я змінились люди, і таке буває навіть до людей, які виїхали, які зараз в безпеці знаходяться, до них таке привзяте відношення, що ну да, ви в безпеці, там і сидіть, не повертайтесь, ви покинули свою країну, ви зрадники. І коли я поверталася в Україну, я розумію, що зараз я не бачу взагалі ніякого майбутнього мого, особливо тим, що я хочу бути професійним тренером, як відкрити свою власну студію, то і зараз це дуже складно бачити майбутнє, тому що все, що в Україні, це відновити країну після війни, а це дуже-дуже складно, я не знаю, як повертатися, немає роботи, немає гроші, платять дуже малі, все це призводить просто до бідності, але я розумію, що нам потрібно повертатися, щоб відбудовувати країну, але я навіть не знаю, яке майбутнє може бути там зараз, то я насправді не бачу майбутнього в Україні, я не знаю, як я повернусь туди, бо люди вже все змінились.